Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna be filming my first trimester recap, which is honestly so exciting. I've been waiting so long to film this video. I'm currently in the second trimester already, and girl, let me tell you, it feels great to finally be in the second trimester because the first was a little bit tough, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm definitely in the honeymoon stage right now of pregnancy, so I can't wait to finally film my second trimester one. But for today, we're gonna talk about my first trimester, my symptoms, pregnancy scares. I'll even show you guys my baby bump towards the end, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start off by sharing my pre-pregnancy symptoms and kind of like how I knew that I was pregnant before I even took the test. Okay, so the first pre-pregnancy symptom that I had were that my breasts were very tender, and I actually had this same symptom last pregnancy. And even though before you get your period your breasts are kind of tender, I feel like it's a different feeling because they hurt so much. Even sleeping, like if you like touch them, they just hurt so much. TMI for like the guys watching, sorry, but it's the truth. They just have like a different feeling compared to like a period, if that makes sense. And since I had already been testing months prior to that, and you know they were all negative, I told myself that for this month, like which was February, that I was gonna wait till I missed my period and then test. So I tried to do that so badly, but I feel like my body just kept telling me like, you're pregnant. And honestly, there was even like signs that I felt like God was giving me that I was like, I'm definitely going to like keep it in mind, you know? So I tried so hard not to take a pregnancy test, but I just felt it. So anyways, I did take a pregnancy test on February 25th and it was negative, but I did take it in the afternoon, and I feel like your HCG is not like as high, and I was still pretty early. I believe it was like a week or 2 weeks after like trying, so it's still pretty early to test positive. So seeing a negative and like me not waiting to miss my period, I was just really disappointed. But for some reason I still felt like I was pregnant. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a feeling that you get. I decided to sleep on it, and then I told myself that I was gonna test again the next day really early, just so that I can really get like the HCG levels. So on February 26th, I woke up like at 6 in the morning because we were actually gonna go out of town that day, and Joshua was still sleeping. I went to the restroom, I took a test, and it was such a faint line. Like I didn't even think it was gonna be positive just because I had previously gotten a negative the day before, but it was really faint and I saw it. And I'll try to insert a video or like a photo or something of like me seeing it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I just saw a really faint line and I was shocked and happy, and then I cried. Like I just went through all the emotions, but I tried my best to keep quiet because I really wanted to surprise my husband. Like I just love surprising him, so I didn't tell him that whole day. So then I couldn't wait any longer to like tell my husband. So the next day, which was Sunday, I ended up waking up like at 5 in the morning. I just couldn't sleep. I had to go to the store and buy a pregnancy test because I tested on the little strips and I don't know if they're as accurate. So I went to the store and I got the clear blue, and then I got like the early pregnancy ones, the pink ones. Alright guys, today is Sunday and I am so excited right now. I actually woke up so early today. I woke up at 5:30. I'm currently outside of Target. I'm waiting for them to open. That is literally how happy and excited I am. But I'm gonna buy a couple of pregnancy tests. I'm going to buy a couple of things to surprise Joshua because yesterday I found out that I'm pregnant. It was a very faint line, but I have all the symptoms and I feel like I'm just really early right now. But I'm really excited to surprise him. I think I'm just gonna get a couple of balloons and just kind of wing something. I have an idea in my head that I kind of want to go with, but I have to tell him today. I really can't wait to tell him. So yeah, I'm really excited. And then I came home and I made sure to take the test first before anything, but I had already gone shopping to like buy him all these things. I bought him balloons and like a little sign. It was really cute. I'll put photos like I said. So yeah, I took a second pregnancy test and that one was pregnant, and I was so excited because we've been waiting for this moment. So I was really like enjoying it. So that was basically my pre-symptoms. That was me finding out, telling my husband, and now we're gonna move on to, you know, just being pregnant, and my first prenatal visit that I had. I actually did film that day, so I'll try and insert a video below just so that you guys kind of know like how I was feeling. I just got out of my first prenatal appointment and it went great. They explained everything to me, and I have my ultrasound changed now. I was officially gonna have it in April, but I decided to choose a doctor that I've been recommended, which I'm really excited to meet him. So I'm gonna be meeting him in March 30th. Joshua and I are gonna go and get the ultrasound done, and I should be 8 weeks by then. So I'm really excited. Like I said before, I'm praying that, you know, we hear a heartbeat this time or get to see like a little human body. I'm just really excited. This appointment was actually kind of emotional because last time when I had this appointment, a couple of days later then I found out that I had miscarried, and it just reminded me of it. And then the room had a lot of photos of pregnancy, and one of them said 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And when I saw 1 month, which today I'm 4 weeks and 1 day, I got so emotional because you could see a little baby. Like, it was so tiny. I think it was more of like, I think it's called an embryo. And I don't know, it just got me so emotional, you know, especially after having you know, miscarriage, my first pregnancy. It's just it's been a little tough to see certain things again, and not be reminded of what happened last time. But I'm really trusting God, you know, I'm trusting his plan, and I'm really praying for this baby. I already like touch my belly and I pray for it, and it's just been very special every single day. I do get very emotional, of course, the hormones and then just everything that has happened, you know. But I'm very excited. I'm so excited to go to my appointment, and I believe it's gonna be in 3 weeks, and see the baby. That I can't wait. I had to go through that, and that was probably like the first difficult thing that I had to go through after finding out that I'm pregnant, and you know, just having miscarried the year before. So fast forwarding to pregnancy scares, I had a couple of them. I believe the first one was in March. At the beginning of March, I was around 5 weeks, and I actually saw light spotting. It just feels like it's happening all over again. I just can't do it again. And you know, pregnancy after miscarriage is so much different than just being pregnant your first time, because I feel like I kept checking, you know, every time I wiped to see if there was blood or something, you know. And by the way, if you've miscarried before, I will be mentioning a lot of things about miscarriage, just in case, you know, you can't handle that. I would say to just click out of the video because it does get emotional. But anyways, I did see light spotting on, I believe it was a Friday. It was very light though, it was really light, so I didn't think anything about it. I was thinking it was just maybe like spotting or implantation bleeding. So I tried my best not to worry. I told Joshua, you know, we're gonna wait on it, and like we'll go to the hospital if like for any chance like it keeps happening. I believe 1 day passed and I still had spotting, and it was getting a little bit darker. Still no blood, but it was pretty pink. So we decided to go to the hospital, and it's so tiring, first of all, going to the emergency room and just that whole process of wondering, like, you know, is everything okay? Like, am I gonna go through this again? Like, it was just so hard. Like, even me thinking about it right now. I'm trying my best to be composed. But you know, just I guess being now in the second trimester and knowing that, you know, that the baby's fine, it's so different, like talking about the past. Okay, I just needed a moment. I'm feeling better. But moving on, we did get blood work done. I got an ultrasound, and I was actually excited to get the ultrasound because last time I miscarried, the last time we had the ultrasound, you know, there was no baby in there, so I kind of knew what it looked like. So getting the ultrasound, I definitely saw the sac, and then we saw like a little baby in there. It was really small because I was barely like 5.5 weeks, so it was still pretty early on to like get a heartbeat or anything. But I wasn't worried because I knew the heartbeat is usually like at 8 weeks, so that was fine. I just wanted to make sure, you know, that the baby had like implanted correctly. You know, just the waiting moment was horrible. Just being in the emergency room, I believe we were there for like 7 hours, and it was the day that the time changed, like daylight savings. It was just really tiring, so that was a really long day for us. But just fast forwarding, everything was right. The baby was implanted correctly. My blood work came out good. They did give me a shot though, because I'm O negative and you need to get the RhoGAM shot. So I did get the shot again, which I did have it in my previous pregnancy as well, just to make sure. Anytime you have bleeding or anything, they tell you to get the RhoGAM shot. I won't go into detail on that if you guys want to like look that up, but if you are O negative as a female, they do recommend getting the RhoGAM shot. So that happened that day, and I was just happy that everything was good. But I did get home and I started crying because, you know, it was just like a range of emotions, just mentally not wanting to go through it again. A couple days later, my doctor did send me for blood work just to make sure that my HCG levels were rising, and thankfully they were. When I got my results back, I was really excited. I feel like they told me that the HCG had doubled, so that made me feel good. I felt so much peace after that. I feel like I wasn't as scared, just, you know, making sure that the baby was okay. And I just didn't want to go through like a miscarriage again. It's just, I had a lot of scares, you know, like the first few weeks, just because the baby is so small, and, you know, you still don't feel kicks. Nothing really reassures you that they're okay, if that makes sense. At 6 weeks, I actually started getting my pregnancy symptoms. I feel like the most noticeable one was nausea. I had so much nausea. I didn't throw up, I just had nausea, literally. And my mom actually told me that she was the same way when she was pregnant. She just got nausea but no throw up. So I mean, I don't know, I think that's actually good, but I kind of felt like I wanted to release something to feel better, but it never happened. Even if I forced myself, it couldn't happen. What disgusted me was mainly smells. It could be anything, even like good smells. Like I couldn't wear perfume, I didn't like cologne, lotion, like anything scented was disgusting. The cleaning products, even like the Dawn soap, like everything was so gross to me. So I had to go through that like the 6th week. That's kind of when it started. But thankfully I was like a stay-at-home wife then, so that was a blessing, because I needed the rest and I needed to be home and not smell anything. So the times that I was really nauseous, I actually really wanted like somebody to take care of me or like somebody to feed me. And at the moment, nobody knew that I was pregnant. So I decided to tell my family when we were like 6 to 7 weeks. We wanted to wait to our ultrasound just to make sure everything was okay, but we were too excited and I wasn't feeling good. I really just wanted my mom to take care of me or to make me like a home cooked meal. So we surprised my family, and I have so many videos, but it wasn't anything crazy. Honestly, I wasn't feeling good to do something so cute. Like usually I'm the kind of person that makes cute stuff and all that, but I didn't. I just showed them a little sign, and that was it. So I ended up surprising them about 6 to 7 weeks, and that was really special, and it was nice to just kind of like let them know. So moving on to the next, I guess, special moment, it's when my husband and I went to our first ultrasound appointment at 8 weeks. Honestly, we were a little bit nervous, both of us, and excited at the same time. It's hard to describe, but you know, there was just so many emotions going on that day. As soon as the doctor got started, he was really gentle, and you know, he explained everything. We were able to see the baby, and oh my gosh, Joshua and I were crying. Like as soon as I saw the baby, it was crazy because you can actually like see like the little human and like the head. I feel like it was very in detail for us, which was insane. Like I wasn't expecting to see the baby be formed that much. And then the moment that we saw the little heart like just beating, oh my goodness, like last time we didn't get to hear a heartbeat like at all. I got really emotional there, but it was such a special moment, like seeing the heartbeat with my husband, and you know, just being reassured that everything was okay. It was really special. So yeah, that appointment was great. We got like photos of the baby, and we were just so excited. Like both of us were like little kids, just really excited. We FaceTimed our family, and like showed him the photo, and it was just such a special moment for both of us. So from my 6 weeks all the way to 8 weeks, I was still pretty nauseous. That was like my main symptom that I had. Something that did help me though was sparkling water. So I would drink sparkling water, and that helped me a lot. That was like my main thing that I would like drink. And then at 9 weeks, I started feeling so much better. My appetite was coming back, because before I didn't even know what to eat. Usually when you're hungry, you're like, oh, you know what, I feel like eating chicken or something. But I didn't have that feeling. I was just, everything grossed me out. So it was so hard to get something inside. But my husband was cooking a lot for us those first few weeks, which I'm very grateful for. And then once I hit 9 weeks, I got my appetite back. Something that I was craving at 9 weeks were the Cheeto Puffs, like the chunky ones. Those were like so good to me. So I had like 3 bags in stock. And then anything sweet like cake, pastries, anything with flour was so delicious to me. I also did have food aversions. I disliked In-N-Out. Before, I used to love the burgers, and you know, it was the perfect like late night snack. And then I just couldn't. Like pregnant, I tried it twice and it was disgusting. I just felt really nauseous after eating like a couple of bites. So that was a food aversion that I had. And then physically, I wasn't as nauseous anymore. It just kind of like came and went. It wasn't like an everyday thing like in the beginning. Once I turned 10 weeks, from 10 to 11 weeks, I feel like I was going through a lot mentally, just because last pregnancy I had miscarried at 11 weeks. So it was really tough for me to see this pregnancy like going any further than 11 weeks, which made me really sad. I was sad, I was nervous. I just had so many feelings, you guys. It was really tough for me that week. I just felt like I couldn't see the pregnancy progressing in my mind because of what I had been through before. Something that made me feel better is that my doctor told me not to worry. If I don't have any discharge or, you know, really excessive cramping, that I shouldn't worry. Like there's nothing for me to worry about. So that's kind of what I kept thinking to myself, you know, like every time I wiped, I kept checking. It was just like a tendency that I had because I feel like I struggle with so much PTSD from the miscarriage. So that week was really tough. Symptom wise, from 10 to 12 weeks, I wasn't sick anymore. The nausea was gone at this point. So I was actually getting so much better. And I just couldn't wait to go to my 12-week ultrasound. That was like what I just wanted to go and do, just to make sure that everything was okay. At 12 weeks, we had our ultrasound, and I was beyond excited. I just wanted to make sure that the baby was fine. I just wanted to see her and just know like she's okay, you know? So once we got there, it was actually really exciting. We saw her move. At first, she was just really still. And then towards the appointment, because it was kind of like a long appointment, because I believe they check for Down syndrome, they check their neck, they do like a full checkup of their body. And it was so cute and so special. We were able to see the baby like rotating. She was moving her legs. It was so beautiful. I was so excited that appointment. Even Joshua recorded some of it, so it was really cool. We even saw her toes. Like in detail, we saw her toes. It was so cute. And I have all of that in video, which was so special to me. We saw her heartbeat, everything. So it was like a full like checkup. After that appointment, I feel so good. So like I felt like I could breathe, you know, just knowing that she was okay. Symptom wise, I was feeling so much better at 12 weeks. I wasn't nauseous at all. I didn't have like any symptoms at that point. I literally didn't even feel pregnant, which was crazy. So I was feeling really good, and I mean, thank God for that. Like I wanted to feel good at that point. Alright guys, that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching my first trimester recap. And as promised, I'll show you guys my belly update because she's growing. Yesterday we actually saw her kick, so it was really special for Joshua to see her because I feel like I've been feeling her but nobody can see it. So he was able to see her kick, and it was so cute. So let me show you guys my belly. Alright, you guys can't see my face, but this is how she's looking. We have a little bump right here, and I'm already in my second trimester, so that's kind of why she looks a little bit bigger. I feel like my belly's always changing though. In the morning it looks small, and then at night I feel like she looks so much more big. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm having a girl for the people that just watch me on YouTube, or maybe if you guys don't follow me on social media. we're having a little girl and I'm so excited, and I'll talk a little bit more about that on my second trimester video, which I'll probably film like a couple months later. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that I shared everything that I could with you guys. If you're pregnant right now, congratulations, and if you're currently trying, you're in my prayers. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, guys.